vitamin M. This is your motivation for the week. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, welcome to your vitamin M, your weekly dose of motivation. I am so excited and glad and ecstatic to see you on tonight and for you to join me once again. I see you getting your vitamin M dosage on a weekly basis. I see you getting it in. Come on now, I'm not mad at you. Yes, get it in, get it in, get it in. Listen, we have been talking about mind your mindset. Mind your mindset. I'm going to say it once again. Mind your mindset. I hope you have been enjoying our series because I have been enjoying myself in this Mind Your Mindset mini series. It has been a true blessing to me to walk through this with you and to just apply the same things that I'm telling you about. I am applying the mindset mentality to my own life. I'm not just telling you to apply, I am applying. See, I am minding my mindset on a daily basis. I'm thinking about what I am thinking. I'm thinking about my thinking. And I'm also, when I'm minding my mindset, I'm also thinking about you. When I tell you that I'm minding my mindset, remember that we're minding our mindsets. It also means that we're minding our own business. I'm tending to my own business. And when I attend to my own business, that includes you. You are my business. You are my business. Why? Because you are a part of the Sterling inner circle. You are family. We are in this thing together. And it is my honor and my privilege. It gets me all excited to see you succeed. It gets me all excited when I know that you are making it, when I know that you're living out your hopes and your dreams. See, I'm praying as I'm praying for myself, as I'm laying out and I'm praying and I'm thinking and I'm strategizing, I'm doing the same thing for you because I want to see you succeed, because we are spending time minding our mindsets. We are spending time minding our mindsets. And when we think about minding our mindsets, remember that at first we talked about what is mindset. And mindset is our frame of mind. It's the sum of our experiences. It is my philosophy. It is the way I approach situations. And your mindset is always telling. Your mindset is motivated. It gives you away. Your mindset will tell off on you because it begins to show people when you react to certain situations, when you take a certain stance on things, your mindset gives you away. Whether you believe it or not, and I've been saying it, your mindset speaks very loudly. And then we went into growth versus a fixed mindset. And in a growth versus a fixed mindset, growth mindset says that in talents and intelligence can be developed over time, that we don't have everything that we need, that we can develop it, we can learn, we can grow. We have things that we need to do, and it's not stable and it's not set, and that I can do something else. Where in a fixed mindset, I have the opposite belief. I do not believe that things can grow. In a fixed mindset, I believe that your talents and your intelligence is just what it is. You have what you have, and there isn't any more. With a growth mindset, there is an appreciation for challenges, but in a fixed mindset, I don't have that appreciation for challenges. I'm trying to avoid challenges at all costs. And then we went into talking about positive versus a negative mindset. And when you think about positive versus negative mindset, we are talking about being optimistic or pessimistic. It is either the glass is half full or the glass is half empty. It's either or. In a positive mindset, I have a great outlook on life. I am diving into things. I'm looking at those challenges. I'm taking it. I'm running and I'm going for it. In a negative mindset, though, it's doom and gloom. And I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work out. And we come up with, in a negative mindset, we come up with excuses for the reasons why things are not going to happen, why it's not going to work out. So on tonight, though, we're going to talk about our third and final mindset, because we did the general overview. We did growth versus fixed. We did positive versus negative. Now we're going to talk about abundance versus scarcity. Abundance versus a scarcity mindset. And when we think about abundance versus scarcity, how do you view your life? How do you interact? How do you view life? What are you thinking right now? When I say abundance versus scarcity, what are you thinking? What immediately comes to mind? I'm waiting, because that is your truth. When you hear that, does it make you scared? Does it make you afraid? What does it do to you when you hear abundance versus scarcity? Abundance versus scarcity. And let me tell you something. When I think about abundance versus scarcity, I'm thinking of the first thing that comes to my mind when I thought about it, because immediately when I started thinking about these mindsets, I'm thinking, okay, what is the difference? What immediately came to my mind was abundance is an overflow. Abundance is more than enough. When I think about scarcity, though, I think about not enough, barely making it. Like when we think about a food desert, there's not enough food in the area for which we are in. So there's a scarcity of items there. That's what I immediately begin to think about when I think about abundance versus scarcity. I'm thinking about abundance means that there is a connection to growth. And scarcity means that there's a connection to things being fixed, that it's limited, that I don't have, or there's not enough of what I want. There's not enough of what I want. So when we think about it and we go to the definition, though, because you know I love a good definition, I always want to define what does the dictionary actually say the word means. And the dictionary says abundance means a very large quantity of something, an ample amount. I'm going to read that again. Abundance means a very large quantity of something, an ample amount. It means more than enough. There's enough to go around. I have enough of what I need. What is the something? What is that something? It says a very large quantity of something. What is that something? We will discuss the something after these messages.
It's time to take your business to the next level. If you would like to be featured on the Vitamin M Show or advertise your business or product in over 200 million homes, scan the QR code on the screen or go to www.marchellesterling.com.
What is that something? What is that something? Remember that abundance means a large quantity of something, an ample amount. You have to define the something in your own life. You have to define what is that something in my life that there's ample amount of. That is why we are minding our mindset. This is why it is so important, because you have to believe that there is enough success to go around, that you can get your piece of the pie. Abundance and opportunities surround me. There is enough to go around. It is plentiful. There is plenty of whatever I need. There is enough. 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 There is enough to go around. You have to decide, how do you want to view your situation? How do you want to interact? There's plenty out there. Abundance says that I don't have to stand on the sidelines, that I can put myself in the game, because there's enough of whatever I need to go around. There's enough opportunities for me. There is room for me at the table. You can't make a change if you're not sitting at the table. You have to be doing something to get invited to the table, to get invited to sit down, to offer your thoughts, to offer your opinions, to offer what you have. See, when you live in abundance, abundance says that there is a growth mindset, which is a positive disposition, which leads to an attitude and an outlook of abundance. It puts you in the right frame of mind. It puts you where you need to be. See, when I am living in abundance, I'm planting the right seeds in my garden. I'm surrounding myself with the right kinds of people. See, when you live and have an attitude and your mindset is that of abundance, it means that I am a giver. I am a helper, because I'm not trying to hoard it all for myself. I'm not trying to keep it. And if I get an opportunity, here's the thing about an abundant attitude. Here's the thing. With an attitude of abundance, every opportunity that comes my way may not be for me. Come. I'm going to say, speak, Sterling, speak for myself. Speak, Sterling, speak. Let me tell you, every opportunity, every door that opens up, every opportunity that comes your way is not all the time for you. Sometimes you are there to open up the door for somebody else, because the opportunity doesn't fit your skill set, but you know somebody that you can help out. When you have an abundant attitude, I'm about lifting others as I climb. I'm about lifting other people when I have an abundant attitude, because it's not all about me. It's about us. I'm open-minded. I'm a risk taker. I create magic by action. I get in the game. I'm looking for opportunities. And I remember in a book, and the name of the book is The Magic of Thinking Big. It says the size of your success is determined by the size of your beliefs. So how big are your beliefs? How big is your abundance? That's going to be the size of your success. If you see yourself as a grasshopper, so are you. You have to think big to get big. You have to think big to get there. You can't have a small mentality but think that you're going to make it, because it is not going to work out. When you think about, though, that is an abundant attitude, an abundant mindset. When you do the opposite, because we're talking about abundance versus scarcity. When I think about an abundant attitude versus scarcity, with scarcity, I am talking just the polar opposite of being abundant. In scarcity, it is limited. It's in short supply. It means that it might be unavailable in my area. It's not in my area for me to have access to it. It means a deficiency, a lack, an undersupply. That is a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset leads to the belief that there are limited opportunities, that resources and opportunities are not in overflow, that there's a finite amount and this is it. And so with a scarcity mindset, though, the downside is the negativity that comes with it, because you say, I can't, I'm not enough. The glass is half empty instead of an abundant attitude and the glass is half full. You're not a risk taker. You're not open-minded. That is a scarcity mindset. It isn't enough to go around. So when I do get my piece, I have to keep it. I got to keep it real close. And I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want anybody else to catch on and do something else. It's funny because what happens is that there's always competition, and competition is good because it keeps you on your toes. But in a scarcity mindset, though, you don't want competition because it's like it's not enough for all of us. And what we do is, in a scarcity mindset, we won't step out and we won't take opportunities because we say somebody else is already in that space. And so I would not be standing here. You know how many speakers are out there? You know how many people that I could tell myself are way better than me, that look better than me, that talk better than me, that have fancier words, that maybe have more money. But you know what? I have an abundant attitude. There is a space carved out just for Marchelle Sterling, just for me. And I am getting out there to get my piece of the pie. Why? Because there are people that are attached to me that if I don't move, they won't move either. When you don't go chase your dreams, who are you hindering? Who are you holding back? There is room for all of us. There is enough opportunities out there. Listen, if you haven't heard that song, this goes right with an abundant attitude. It's the Kirk Franklin and the Maverick City song that says, bless me, bless me, bless me indeed. Because what it's talking about, it says, bless me indeed, so that everyone around me can have everything they need. The song is not about just me. The song is about also blessing those that are around me. But that is an abundant attitude, not an attitude of, that is not an attitude of scarcity. That is an attitude of abundance, because I am thinking about those that are also around me. That is what we talk about when we are talking about an abundant attitude. It's also the people that are around me, but in a scarcity, you say, I can't. I can't do it. There isn't enough. And what if, think about just anything in life. Anything in life. We would not be where we are if everybody operated in a scarcity mindset, because we would not progress. We would not move forward. We would not improve. See, in a scarcity mindset, we begin to say that there isn't enough room. And when we do that, I can't produce it or I can't do it because somebody else is already doing it. But what if you get on and you can improve on whatever the product is, because it's coming from you? We would not have an advance in technology if we all walked around in a scarcity mindset. We have to walk around in an abundant mindset so that the world moves forward. And when we come back after these messages, we're going to talk about some things, that the differences between an abundant attitude and a scarcity attitude, after these messages.
Book Marchelle Sterling for your next event. Services include keynote addresses, conferences, workshops, breakout sessions, and staff meetings. For more information, scan the QR code on the screen or go to www.marchellesterling.com.
In a scarcity mindset, you are hindering yourself. In a scarcity mindset, you are holding your own self back. You're not achieving your dreams or your hopes because you have told yourself, or you have allowed somebody to plant negative seeds in your mind that you can't do, that it's limited, that you don't have the resources or the opportunities, or the doors will never open for you. That is a scarcity mindset. But remember that in an abundance mindset, there's an unlimited, an overflow of resources and opportunities. And so we want to also look at what is an abundant mindset versus a scarcity mindset. So when I'm thinking about abundance versus when I'm thinking about scarcity, in an abundance, I say that, and with an abundant attitude, I'm saying, or mindset, it says considers the opportunities of a situation. But in scarcity, you consider the limitations of the situation. So see, you look at, in abundance, I'm looking at the opportunities. In scarcity, you're looking at the limitations. In abundance, you lead with control by taking responsibility. I'm taking responsibility. But in a scarcity mindset, you lead with the victim mentality. In an abundance attitude, I act as a giver. I'm contributing to the well-being of others. And as in a scarcity mindset, I'm acting as a taker. I'm expecting more from others than myself. When you are thinking about abundance, you're thinking big. You're often embracing upon taking risk. But when in a scarcity mindset, though, I'm thinking small, and I'm often avoiding those risks. And then in an abundant mindset, I have a positive attitude that inspires and energizes those that are around me to perform well. But in a scarcity mindset, I have a negative attitude that does the polar opposite. It demotivates those that are around me, and it drains their energy instead of giving them energy. It's the energy vampire. It's the person that comes to steal the joy. It's the person that comes that always says, you can't do that. You don't have enough. Oh my gosh, why are you doing that? It's that person. That person has a scarcity mindset. And some people have a scarcity mindset because I don't know what it is. They just cannot stand to see somebody else succeed at something. And how do we look at something and change that? You don't want to be around energy vampires. You don't want to be around people that steal your joy, that take the joy out of living life because they're so down and they don't want anything. Those are the people that you want to get away from. So I want you to have 5 takeaways, if nothing else tonight. And those are the 5 ways to move from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. And I found this in Forbes magazine, and it says, focus on what you have. Number 1, focus on what you have. Focus on the things that you have in your life right now. Again, listen, like-minded people. Surround yourself with people who have an abundant attitude, because you guys will energize one another to get up and to get moving and to go and to do. That is why we have an interchange. That is why we are able to connect, because we have an abundant attitude. You want to see me be successful as a speaker, and I want to see you be successful at those things that you are going after. Then create situations around yourself that are win-win. How can we win together? I'm telling you, how can we win together? Relationships are the new currency. Relationships. How do you build relationships that are win-win for both parties so that we both get something out of this, so that we both surround ourselves and make it to the top? Then remember when we talked about, I'm telling you, all of this is coming together. Live with an attitude of gratitude. That's what the Forbes magazine said. Live with an attitude of gratitude, and then train yourself to recognize the possibilities in a situation. When you walk into a situation, instead of saying, I can't do that, oh my gosh, I'm ready to give up, it's never going to work out. Look at the possibilities. Look at, okay, well, wait a minute. Strategize with somebody. Get you a strategy partner. Get you somebody. When you are surrounding yourself with like-minded people, use those like-minded people to get yourself to the next level. Sit down with them and begin to discuss, okay, this is the situation. This is where I am. This is what I am faced with. And then help them, or allow them rather, to help you strategize and find the possibilities. Train your brain that there's more out there. That there is more out there. There is more out there. Listen, this has been so phenomenal to talk about. Minding your mindset. This has been a great series. Listen, we have talked about so many things. You have to have an attitude of abundance and not a mindset of scarcity. There is a lot out there for you to go and get, and I need you to go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. Remember that if no one has told you today, I love you, I love you, I love you, I appreciate you, we are on this journey together. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. There is room for all of us at the table. I will see you next week. This has been your Vitamin M.
Join us next week to get your weekly dose of Vitamin M. Book Marchelle for your next event.
What an experience I had. Yes, it's the Sterling experience. It was dynamic. Yes, I was able to overcome my obstacle by coming up with a game plan. Yes, a game plan to help me overcome those obstacles. If you missed it, oh boy, you missed out. But there's still time to go to the next experience. So, whenever you see Marchelle Sterling and another workshop, if I were you, I would be there.
Advertise with us. Scan here to set up your discovery call. Let's grow together. Join the Sterling Inner Circle today. Please visit our website at www.marchellesterling.com.